is Rockine, and this is my review of Supernatural Season 1, Episode 1, the pilot, or pilot, whatever you want to call it. So kind of intro into what this is that I am a diehard Supernatural fan, really love the show. Obviously, it's been 3 years, so I think my love for it has kind of died down. But I did recap and review of every season of Smallville, and I kind of was like, oh, maybe one day I'll do a recap and review of every episode, or just like a review of every episode. But I was kind of thinking about doing that, obviously, because I just did Smallville, to first do that for Supernatural, because I really only have watched the series through one time. Sorry, I know we'll get into the recap later, but I gotta do some kind of intro here, so that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I've only watched Supernatural one way through the entire time. Obviously, there's so many episodes that I watch multiple times, but there's episodes I've never rewatched. And so a lot of times when I'm rewatching shows, like I'll watch it all the way through. So it's crazy that I've never like rewatched a show all the way through, even though there's so many episodes that I've seen so many times. Like for example, this pilot, I think the pilot is the episode I've watched the most. I really do. And I think I've watched it like over 20 times. Like I pretty much know like every single scene, and I could like know all the dialogue, but I also have, my memory has been declining, so it's still exciting and new for me. But yeah, so this is what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna do a recap of every episode, and I'm gonna try to post when I can and do what I can, and I'm gonna really stick to it where I can't film a recap of an episode I can't watch the next episode without doing a recap of the episode before it, like filming the recap. I'm gonna really stick to that because, you know, definitely when I did the Smallville, I would like start the next season and I would cloud into it, and I really just want to like keep it where it's like I'm focused on one episode, and I can make these like really good recaps because there's like 327 episodes. So this is gonna be a lot, and hope you enjoy. So the pilot, as I said, I have watched this so many times. I guess a little bit story in how I got into Supernatural is I was watching The Vampire Diaries, and I would see ads all the time for Supernatural, but like this was like, I don't know, season 10 or season 11, so it was a lot of like, I don't even know, but I just kind of thought it was like a dynamic demon kind of show, and I was kind of right, but like I just was like, I don't know if it's for me. And then I think when I was like 15-ish, I was like, let me just try it, and it was not what I expected. I had no idea. So also, I kind of feel like a lot of times the pilots, you know, they're either really good or really bad, and I feel like most of the time they're really bad. Some pilots that are really good is obviously this one, which we'll get into, and I feel like Winter Hill, but a lot of times pilots are really, really bad. But this is a really good pilot, and I think it's so well written, and it's amazing. I definitely feel like the pilot is a little bit slow, and you know, we're gonna get into it when we talk about the episodes, but you know, season 1 and season 2 are kind of slow, and that's just kind of how it is. It kind of sets a scene where it's, you know, their mom died when they were really young, and so then they were forced into this life, and one brother wanted to get out of it and he's trying to have a normal life, and another brother, I just said better. Another brother went, you know, same kind of just as more like his dad, kind of stayed into it. But now the dad's gone missing, and the older brother wants his other brother back, and so they start investigating, and you know, they aren't able to find their dad, but they're able to save some people and stop a monster. And then, you know, the other brother's like, I want to get back to my normal life, but his girlfriend, his love of his life, dies the same way that their mom died. Smart on them doing it the same way. And he's like, gotta get back into it, and we got work to do. So that's, I guess that's a recap. These are gonna be reviews mostly, because I feel like, right? Like these are gonna be, should I say recap and review? I think I'll just say review. These are gonna be reviews. But yeah, we got work to do is in a, like one of, like there's so many good lines in this one. Saving people, hunting things, the family business, I think is in the second episode. So when we do that that review will probably repeat it. But yeah, We Got Work to Do is very iconic. And then the closing of the truck is very iconic. The dad's on a hunting trip and he hasn't been home in a few days, very iconic. Run, Dean, take your brothers. I don't know exactly what that line is, but supposedly that's also iconic. The house rules Sammy, driver picks the music, shotgun shuts its cake hole is very iconic. And I think they did the bitch and jerk in this episode, yeah. So those things are really iconic. And then also the line where it's like, do you have anything that's real? Yeah, my boobs. And so I feel like they also in this episode do a really good job of showing like the differences between the two brothers and how like Dean is like the more like funny, goofy, loving, I don't know, loving, but like laid back brother, like, oh, like he cracks his jokes and like whatever else. Which is crazy because he changes so much as the series goes along, where he's like not this happy and like full of life. And I think like, you know, that's important in this show when they're, I mean, we're getting into just like the the technicalities of like pilots and like starting a show, but it's important to have these dissimilarities between the two characters when there really are only two characters in this. And so yeah, you see the differences and, you know, like Dean cracking a joke at the policeman and then Sam like stomping as his head, and you know, you kind of really get to have this dynamic, and it's crazy because they have this like really good chemistry as brothers. Like it just works. And like the first scene that they ever filmed was that scene in that library, and even then they like fighting, like you see like that like brotherly fighting that they were able to add. And so I think that what really like took me is like, this is something different, this is not what I expected, is this like brotherly bond, this brotherly love that you like really get in that first episode, like right away. And that's, I mean, that's like what the show is about, is these two brothers. So also want to add, okay, the woman in white is Sarah Shahi. I might be pronouncing her name wrong, but like, you know, iconic, like no one knew who she was then. Now she's like kind of bigger than both of them. So, but I mean, I'm just thinking about like when they shot this, like Jensen was still kind of filming Smallville when he shot this pilot. But it's just crazy, like shooting this pilot. If you were to tell them like you're gonna have 15 seasons of the show, they would have like not believed you. So I just think this pilot is just really well done and really amazing. And they didn't have a lot of money also in season 1, like, so like the lighting is like kind of dark and stuff, but like it's like a mood, like it's a vibe. Like season 1, that's another thing. When I was watching it, which I had to do because I am a little scared like with horror and stuff. So when I was watching it first time, which is really my only time, season 1 and season 2, I had to like watch during the day, which I can't really do now because I have a job. So I'm probably gonna be watching these at night, and hopefully I don't get scared, because obviously there's some episodes I didn't rewatch because they're kind of scary or whatever. But yeah, I'm excited to keep watching more. And what is saying? Yeah, the mood and the darkness. Like, I feel like it's a vibe. Like, that's more my vibe. It's just like pilot. Anyway, comment your thoughts about the pilot, because I probably, even though I just watched it yesterday, I probably forgot things. And it would be great if I could hear you guys' thoughts and everything else. I'm trying to think what else from the pilot. I mean, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and bye.